I'm here with Clint Carnell, who is the CEO of HydraFacial and the co-founder of Orange Twist. So Clint, I have a couple questions to ask you.
Okay, fire away.
So I know HydraFacial is launching a world tour on May 1st. Can you talk to us a little bit about how you've marketed overseas and anything specific you've done going into different overseas markets?
Yeah, sure. So with HydraFacial, it's not just a tagline, it's the truth. You have to get it sometimes to get it. And it's just a product that, 3 steps, 30 minutes, best skin of your life. So we attract a really loyal fan following around the world. Our HydraFacial Nation Tour is just an opportunity to get out there and engage with our consumers, engage with our providers, repurpose that through social media, but it's really just to bring our brand out there and share the love and engage with our people. Is it different overseas? Really, HydraFacial it works for every skin type, works for all ages and all skin conditions. So we're really fortunate to have a product that fits all consumers. There are some differences. You need a smaller truck in Europe, and permitting is different, but those are all logistical issues that fortunately I don't have to worry about, but I have a very good team that does. And then there's always the language barrier, so we'll implement each stop with our local teams in the local language and culture.
Great, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And HydraFacial is a very hot company right now. I feel like I hear everyone talking about it. So is there any advice you could give for companies that are just starting out to get to where you've gotten?
Sure, so thank you for the compliment. We don't want to look backwards because things are going so well, and I'm sure my marketing team will be asking for a raise now. I think this was a great product that we've now built a company around, and building that brand has always been one of our key initiatives globally. What advice would I give entrepreneurs is I think one of the things that works well for HydraFacial is it works every time, works on all skin types, it's moderately priced, you can do it every single month or even every couple weeks. So I think a lot of times we go for the big expensive product, we go for the big expensive condition, and I think that selling to the masses and being part of a gateway product or at the start of skin health is really much more advantageous. I mean, our largest customer this year will be Sephora, and yet we're seeing a ton of plastic surgeons have 3, 4, even 5 HydraFacial devices in there.
Well, it's great post-procedure.
Great post-procedure. We tried to stay very neutral. We work with all of the energy device companies because it's a great combination therapy, and we work with all the skincare companies to develop these premium or super serums for various skin conditions based upon their hero product. So I think we've got a unique view of not competing, but just embracing other treatments.
Complementary treatments.
Complementary. I think, our big issue as an industry is the market is billions of people out there, and sometimes we're focused in the physician's office trying to sell a piece of capital equipment, and I think there's a lot more for us to do with the, as you said in our earlier panel, and a high tide, all boats rise. So that's been our approach, and I think it's been pretty effective.
Great, and is there, the industry is growing and changing. Do you feel that private equity and other investors are doing a good job kind of identifying those emerging technologies and investing in them?
That's a great question. So disclaimer, we're owned by private equity, and they're wonderful. DW Healthcare Partners and Linden Capital Partners have been really amazing sponsors. In our particular case, rigorous diligence, more like you'd see with a large J&J, Nestle type of team, but moving very fast. And essentially that diligence, when I took the chair December 1 of 2016, gave me a really straightforward strategic path to create value in the company. So in my particular case, it's been very, very good experience. I think we do have an issue with the approval times, the expense of building a company, the expense of launching in the aesthetics market. So I think there's a huge delta between venture capital-backed companies right now and private equity. And I think we're seeing fewer assets that will qualify for private equity because private equity likes profitable companies. And there's a lot of unprofitable small companies in aesthetics. So I do think we have to work that out in the marketplace. But on balance, private equity is typically smart money. They look at creating value, so healthy companies are profitable companies, and I've been real pleased with our relationship so far.
Great, thank you so much.
Great, thanks Megan.